Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we collected some thorium-plated daggers for Bellerock Windblade. We also had a little bit of world PvP fun.
What can I do for you?
Vengeance shall be mine, the Flames casing. We need one final piece to form the torch. In the mountains to the northwest, you will find a large encampment of Twilight Hammer. It is rumored that they carry symbols and idols that pay homage to their god. These symbols and idols could carry sufficient enchantments to form a magical casing. Bring me a single symbol of Ragnaros, and I will try to extract the magic from the item to create the casing.
Be careful.
Alright, so let's go deal with those guys and continue this quest chain with Bellerock Windblade. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be some changes in Wrath. Coming out with a lot of stuff. It's like every hour something new comes out. We got the new Dungeon Finder, which is more like, it's not really new, it's more like the one from retail, which is a nice upgrade over this one that no one really uses except for people who are like leveling up, like me, in Wrath. I'm all in TBC at the moment. Yeah, a lot of the people use this bulletin board add-on instead. It's called like LFG bulletin board. You can download it, and it shows, kind of organizes the spam a little bit. So spamming's like still a thing in TBC. Also, they're coming out with a 50% experience boost for Wrath pretty damn soon. I don't know if it's going to be come out during the Wrath pre-patch, but supposedly they are releasing this buff pretty soon. So that means Squilly Diddly and my Paladin, Draenei, going to have this buff, which means they may actually hit 70 before Wrath of the Lich King comes out. Who knows? And supposedly we will lose that buff once the game comes out. And it also will be applied to the fresh servers, which should be launching during the Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch. So that gives people enough time to, you know, level their characters up and be ready for the launch of Wrath of the Lich King. So, a lot to look forward to. We got fresh servers, we got new Dungeon Finder tool, giving us a little XP boost. So yeah, they're also nerfing or trying to get rid of player XP boosting in the game. I'm not really sure how they're going to do that, but supposedly what they're going to do is reduce the amount of roots and the ability to kite in these dungeons, like Slave Pens, for example, is the one that's the most popular right now in TBC. Mages pretty much pull the entire raid of the Slave Pens, and then they just AoE it down, and then people get a ton of XP for it. And they're also going to reduce the amount of XP you can get in a group. So say there's like some really low levels in the group, that won't lower, you know, the XP, because the XP is based on like the average level of the group. So you're gonna have like one guy who's, you know, level 70, which is most likely to carry the mage, and then you'll have like a bunch of other players that are like, you know, 60, 61, 62, and then they average the group's level down. So I guess maybe they'll just have it at a standard 70. Which kind of sucks for people that are leveling up, but I guess it's a small price to pay to stop these people that are spamming chat and selling carry services. And supposedly these people who sell carry services are actually selling gold back to the community after doing the carry service. So it does take a hit on the gold selling community as well, but those guys always find loopholes around it, all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm just checking my neck here. It's called the Shriveled Heart. Just gonna take it. Supposedly, if I, well, Misty Mountain Gaming will have to comment. It's actually a pretty good idea, saying that if I got rid of this neck, maybe I would not lose this strength and spirit debuff that I have. I think it's due to me having a mace and an axe instead of having two axes, two maces. Yeah, let's get rid of this this cheese, and we'll remove our heart. And yeah, that seems to be what it was. That's cool. So yeah, shout out to Misty Mountain Gaming for that. He also does WoW Let's Plays. Pretty cool guy. You guys should check him out. That's interesting. I wonder why it does that. It's so, like, it sucks. Thing is, we do get a lot of agility from that. Our agility goes up, but well, actually it doesn't. There's, like, nothing good about this. You get, like, more stamina, right? Our stamina goes up by 140. Our spirit and our strength go down. Intellect stays the same, and our agi stays the same. It's just like a stamina boost. I guess we'll keep it. That neck sucks. We gotta get a new neck. Yeah. It's cool how Misty Mountain Gaming noticed that. So it wasn't my my weapon choices after all. So that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be some changes in Wrath of the Lich King as well. Calling it hashtag some changes. And it seems like they are going to increase the difficulty of raids and dungeons to try to keep them interesting. Supposedly some of these dungeons are just too damn easy. Supposedly Nax Ram is going to be pretty damn easy too. There we go, we got the symbol of Ragnaros. Nice. So they're going to increase the damage and the health of the mobs inside of Nax. Don't know what to think about that. I think some people kind of want it to be like how it was, because Wrath of the Lich King was a pretty nostalgic expansion. You know, it's probably the most popular expansion World of Warcraft's ever had. And yeah, I wonder how that's going to go. But I think they want to increase the difficulty mainly because the players are better nowadays. That's for sure. It's a lot more min-maxing, a lot more theory crafting across the board. Plus, we already know the mechanics for pretty much every raid, every dungeon. It's all been found out and done before. So, yeah, maybe making it harder or increasing the damage and the health may make it more interesting, because the world first races are always done within a day. Like every single one. People thought Sunwell was going to be a little bit tough, but it wasn't. Got cleared in one day. And I know Nax will be like that. I don't know about Uldar and ICC.
You need something?
We'll see what happens. Let's turn this quest in. Without a suitable source of arcane energy, Torch of Retribution cannot be completed. The symbol radiates foul magic, perfectly suited for our task. Give me a moment to combine the pieces and apply the necessary enchantments.
Have a good one.
Alright, so he's going to do this. Supposedly they're going to add rewards to dungeons too in Wrath. Like an extra, like supposedly you can like increase the difficulty of the dungeon. And then you'll get like a reward at the end, which gives you currency to like purchase items of a vendor. So see how that works. Maybe it's like a cool way for people to make gold. And maybe it's also another way for another way for Blizzard to give something to the people who wanted to keep Dungeon Finder. Because people were kind of like, oh man, I miss out on the daily reward from Dungeon Finder, where people would actually, make a little bit of gold, and they would like do the dungeon as like a daily. But I don't think that really answers their wants, because I think people just want to teleport to the dungeon and get a quick dungeon in. Some people just don't like the having to find a grouped process. Yeah, so he chants the unknown tongue. Velarok Windblade says, "Be patient, Squilly did. The torch is almost complete." He falls to one knee. He looks exhausted, and he says, "It is done."
Can I help you?
There's one final task that you must complete. Torch must now be bound to its owner. Pick up the torch, Squilly Diddly.
See you around.
Alright, so let's pick up this torch. Would you look at that? I guess we'll take a screenshot of the torch here. So that's pretty much what we're doing today. There we go. So let's pick this bad boy up. You grab the torch and with both hands waves off hatred and anger pulse through your being. There we go. We hit level 52, guys. Not bad at all. I think we still go into the enhanced tree, right? Or maybe we go into restoration. Uses the casting time of your healing wave spells. That's pretty good. Or we can take reduces the mana cost of your shock, lightning bolt, and chain lightning spells. Here's the damage done. I think reducing the cost of the heal is pretty good. So we'll take that.
I supply only the finest goods.
Vengeance shall be mine, Squire Maldrake. Speak with my envoy, Squire Maldrake. He will further instruct you as to the use of the touch of retribution.
See you later. What can I do for you?
Are you prepared to make your strike? Listen well, Squilly Diddly. While the 4 towers can never be destroyed, you can use the torch of retribution to set them ablaze for a very long period of time. A fire that no element of force can subdue. While they are ablaze, no guard or sentry unit can inhabit the watch posts, and thus their first line of defense is nullified. You must enter each tower and use the torch of retribution within their fortifications. Beware the lookouts posted by the dark iron, Squidly
For
Diddly.
the Alliance.
Alright, so here we go. Looks like we're gonna light this, light these towers up. Stop their defenses. And yeah, they want the world to be the main character, which is cool. It's going back to the roots. Said that in their post about their, some changes they want to make to Wrath. Yeah, killed this guy. That's good, and I think that's why they don't want to have the Dungeon Finder, because the Dungeon Finder does take away the world. The main thing that takes away from the world being the main character, especially on PvP servers, that I wish they addressed, was just the population imbalances. Like faction population imbalances. Talked about this a couple times. I think they should allow, they should open up the world, or have a cross-realm open world on PvP realms. Like Fairlina and Benediction, which are both like really one-sided on Horde, and then Benediction's one-sided on Alliance. So if you're on that server like I am, kind of missing out on, a big chunk of the game and a big chunk of the world. So I kind of wish they would open that up, but not everybody enjoys world PvP. Some people just don't really care for it. But it's something I enjoy. Now I gotta find this staff. Inventory's full again. Let's get rid of these, get rid of this. This begins a quest. Put this bad boy on, light it up. There we go, we got one tower down. And we gotta put these guys on again. We'll make our way to these 3 towers. But yeah, with that world PvP, like, I don't know, the world really isn't anything. It's just like, I don't know, you go around and you do stuff. It's... If you're on a server like that I'm on, it's gonna suck. Like, the game won't suck, but I'm just gonna raid log, to be honest. Like, maybe I'll log in to do BGs. And, like, you know, the odd dungeon, but... It's gonna be a lot of raid logging, and I currently do that on my rogue. I really just raid log. Don't even do anything else on him. It kind of sucks. Sometimes you might be like, hey, you know, I want to go out and gank some alliance. Also, Winter Grasp. It's gonna be like a total joke on those servers. It just won't be this. It's gonna suck. And I think the fresh server will be the cool server. I think that server, I'm hoping that it has a good faction balance. I think it will. I have a feeling it will have a pretty good one, but maybe the Horde will dominate it and then people will leave, which could be the case. But I hope there's a good faction balance on that fresh server. I think that will be something that gives it some uniqueness compared to many other servers in NA. Because really the only one's Grobulus at the moment that has a decent faction balance. Which is a server I'm on right now with this Shaman. Like, not having to fight for Winter Grasp, like, yeah, it's cool because you always have, you know, the vault open for you. And you don't have to waste, I guess, waste time. Because now, you know, everybody's older and, you know, when you're older, you start to care more about time. So, you kind of don't want to waste time with Winter Grasp. So some people do enjoy it. It's not all down. But if the main thing you want to do is raid, and you don't really care about the world that much, then you'll probably enjoy like Faralina and Benediction, servers that are dominated. I think more people would not like it if they did Cross Realm. I think people would complain. Like, if you're losing with, like, Wintergrass, they couldn't do Cross Realm Wintergrass, though. It just wouldn't make any sense. Oh, maybe they could. I got this moonberry juice, get rid of that. Alright, one more to go. And we will be done with this quest. We'll head back, see what goes on after this. Got a lot of junk on us, too. If we get anything cool, maybe we can just run and just light it on fire and then jump. How many people we can pull? Let's see what we can do here. Gonna put down a ton of totems. See what happens. Think we can survive this? Gonna pop Sham Rage. It's not looking that bad right now. We're just fighting too. Okay, there's another one. Okay, we gotta heal while we're dead. How many health pots? Gotta love how bad like slow healing wave is. Alright, here's the last guy. Could die to him. Just need some Wind Fury procs. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's drink up quick before we pull anything else and die. It was a close one. Yeah, I think the harder heroics will be cool. I don't think they'll be like Mythic plus hard. Like in retail. But they'll be a little bit more challenging. But I hope they don't change it too much. Because I think most people are just coming back. You know, it's mostly for the nostalgia. I think that's mainly what Classic is. And then if you, like, missed out on it when you were... You know, you might not have played WoW back then, you can check it out. See what it was like. But if they change it a little too much, then people won't really know what it was like. So, see what happens. That's why they say it's like hashtag some changes. But I think most of them will be good. Especially if you're on a server that has a good faction balance. I think that'll be like the best experience. And that's why I'm going to try to get a character up on the fresh server. So I think that'll be the best server to play on. In my opinion. I think it'll be the most fun. But usually the most fun place is where your friends are. That's usually how it goes. But I think if I was just playing it without my friends and I didn't know anybody, I'd go to the fresh server. And then, you know, I might not even raid. And I don't think you have to. You just, you know, you go on there, you just maybe get a little bit of PvP gear, go in the world, have some fun, do a couple winter grasps. And then you could be like, yeah, I got my fill. Do the dungeons, you know, level up a character. Like, you don't really have to raid to really experience the expansion. But I do want to see what I want to have some fun winter grasps. I think it would be cool to do that on one of the servers. Alright, there we go. Well, our bags are pretty damn full, so we should probably vendor some stuff. I don't know if I should do that now, or should we turn in the quest now? I think we'll go vendor stuff now, actually. And then we'll jump down and tell Velarok that the towers are ablaze. Didn't see any horde today, though. It's kind of interesting. Usually we always see horde. Searing Gorge. I'm interested to see how much of an XP boost this is going to be. Like how fast we're going to get levels when it does come out.
Talk to me.
Okay, so let's get rid of the shield. Get rid of these recipes. Elemental fire, I guess you could sell that. Fish oil. Could use that. I think that's used for something. Heart of fire. A lot of like stuff I could sell in the auction house, but the question is, do I want to take it? Heavy silk bandage. Let's get rid of those. Snowballs we still have in the winter. That's crazy. It's like summer. We got snowballs still. I think should be enough. Lesser mana pots. Got like uncracked scarab shells, probably never going to use. Prayer to a loon we might turn in. Dark iron scraps. Let's to get your rep up with the dark iron. I don't think we'll probably do that. Yeah, that should be enough for now. This wool cloth. Oh, this is a loofah. We're not going to use it. Let's get rid of it. Alright. There we go. We cleared up our bags. That was well overdue. Probably should have repaired our gear, so let's head back.
Interest you on a pint? Very good.
Pretty cool skill being a blacksmith. I've never, like, seen somebody, like, you know, forge, like, iron in real life. It'd be really cool to, like, check that out. At least once in my life. Alright, so here we are. We're at the Squire.
Can I help you?
Set them ablaze. Is glorious. Is it not glorious, Master? Okay, so let's get this, oh, look at that. Got a one-handed axe. Just a lot worse than our other axes, but we do have this, this mail head, which is actually great for Elemental Shaman.
Have a good one.
Which we might actually hold on to. Glorious indeed, Maltrake. It looks as if my plan worked. What do you say, mortal? Balrog the Deceiver. Let's loose a reptilian laugh. At least you think it's a laugh. Balrog the Deceiver says you would not have helped the Legion of Blackrock had we just asked for your assistance, now would you? What will we do with them, Master? They are of no use to us anymore. Silence, fool. They will live, if only to see the fruits of their labor, the destruction and chaos that will surely ensue. The Legion of Blackrock invade the gorge. Right away, Master. Yeah, he's a... It's a Blackrock. The Legion of Blackrock comes dwarflings. We shall scorch the earth and set fire to the heavens. None shall survive. So this is we pretty much allowed the Black Dragonflight to invade Blackrock Mountain. So now we don't just have to deal with Ragnaros in there. We have to deal with the Farian as well. So it made Blackrock Mountain a pretty crazy place. And we'll actually probably get to see the Black Dragonflight in the new upcoming retail expansion, Dragonflight. Interested to see what happens with that. Deathwing is also a part of the Black Dragonflight. It's actually, I think, the leader of it. Chest appears locked. Open the chest. Horde of the Black Dragonflight. Yeah, they look pretty cool. I was kind of hoping they, well, they actually, they kind of are like that. Well, no, they're not really. Like, can you be human with the new class in Dragonflight? I think you can look human. Because the Black Dragonflight can. But you're kind of like a reptile. Actually, they're kind of weird looking, to be honest. But they do remind me of, that reptile race. They kind of look like that in, the ones from Skyrim. The chest opens at your touch. How much cheese could possibly be in here? There's only one way to find out. Alright, so we got a little chest. Let's see what's inside. And we also got a robe. 17 stamina cloth robe, some Stormwind Brie, some delicious cave mold, a Black Dragonflight molt. I think that's used for a profession. Okay, we got some junk. And yeah, that is the end of that quest chain, guys. So pretty much we were deceived the entire time, and we allowed the Black Dragonflight to invade Blackrock Mountain. But that's going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.